Well, hello everyone, and thank you for joining us for another episode of Iron Panther Presents. We're going to discuss the Netflix classic Subservience, starring Megan Fox as an android who, for some reason, looks like Kim Kardashian now, out of a lot of plastic surgery. But anyway, if you are new to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. You can like on the video, you can comment on the video, you can share the video. Definitely watch the video till the end. We're actually going to talk about a show called Accused, season 2. Episode 8, which also had a similar AI comes to a couple type situation, which would be relevant to this. So anyway, we'll kind of do both. Anyway, let's get to it. Oh, wait. I got to do it now. Wait. This is gonna be funny. Wait. You ready? Wait. I got to do it.
This is awesome. This is amazing. I love it.
It was psychological. It was emotional.
Extremely entertaining.
But as always, as we try to say here, as we said, if you are new to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. And as we talk about this video, please like on the video and comment on the video, and we will get back to you as soon as possible. Hello. We're gonna talk about a movie that kind of reminds me of iRobot, Westworld. I got Westworld out of this.
Ex Machina.
Megan. What's up, Chris?
Ex Machina.
All right. How does this compare? What do you think of this movie? Walking in, what were you waiting for?
Oh, well, I didn't know how much it was going to be compared to like Megan or Ex Machina, because Ex Machina also had to deal with having feelings for a robot and it turning tragic. Definitely can't compare this to Ex Machina. Ex Machina obviously won awards for a reason. Okay, so are we starting now in the sense of like me giving my review
Chris.
of it, or?
We're all care. Yes, we're all care.
So
okay. We have positives for the movie.
All right. Well, yeah. Well, okay. All right. So I would say Megan fucking Fox. Okay, Megan Fox. I'll watch anything. Kim, don't you dare give me that look, Kim.
What?
I hear every video after video like, ooh, yeah, he got an 8-pack. Ooh,
I'm not saying a word.
He took his shirt off.
I think
he took his shirt off. Ooh.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. Megan Fox has been pretty for a very long time, but I
no. She's not pretty. No, she's not pretty. No. She is gorgeous. All right, she is gorgeous.
Okay. Well, I mean, but she is messing up her face by trying to look.
Oh, you know what? I don't. Yo. Hey,
I don't see that.
I don't. Okay. Was like we give a fuck. Like that's supposed to tell me. Like that's supposed to make me not attractive. Okay, yeah.
Okay.
She still look good as hell. All right, she look good.
She brought it for you. She brought it.
Bro, still look like Foxy Fox, you know. And she had like 3 kids. Go ahead, girl. All right. Anyway.
Yeah, about to have 4.
Oh, 4. There you go. 4, even better. So, you know, and her and Machine Gun Kelly just broke up. So
yeah, she's pregnant by Machine Gun.
So that's 5. Okay. Anyway. Yeah. All right. So that was a plus for me. I was all right. Positive, right? Positive,
Chris.
Yes,
shit.
Megan Fox was in it. That's a positive. The other positive, I would say, was them basically experimenting with the idea of having a father having to go through different stuff by himself because his wife, who's in the hospital, which I'm sorry, I thought she was dead at first, which is why I thought she was shot.
Me too.
I don't know who else. I was like, she's dead. So that's why she's shot. You know? Yeah.
Like the fuck?
Yeah. But anyway, positives.
The biggest surprise. Positives, Chris.
Yeah. And the other positive was she looked good as hell.
We'll come back to you, Chris. You already said that.
No. Special effects was good. I would say special effects was good. And actually, her acting, as far as her being a robot, Megan Fox is good. Like she played a role like that in Jennifer's Body. If you saw Jennifer's Body,
yes,
kind of a monster or whatnot. Yeah. She plays roles like that where she's like does this deadpan type thing very well. You know what I mean? So, so I thought she kind of nailed that as far as that. Not necessarily all the movements, but the other androids weren't all perfect either. So, but yeah, there you go.
All right, Chris. Orion apparently agrees. I don't know. We need to get him on this. We're going down the list. Stacey, do you have any positives for this movie, please?
I kind of want a robot. I don't know if that's positive or negative.
It looks like Nick, or just anyone.
Nick a couple years ago. What else? Yeah, that's it.
All right, thank you. We will swing it back around. Kim, do you have a positive?
Yep, Nick is gorgeous. I'd take a robot that looked like him, and I'd enjoy every bit of whatever he could do to assist me. I take it. So yeah,
No pun intended.
There she is.
I was like,
there
I
she
would
is.
that's
I
anyone
knew
who-
I knew you had to keep your head
I'm-
through, Kim. I was waiting.
He's like, I'll take it. No, well, yeah, okay. Besides the visual, is it what the story? Anything else that
I
kind of
just
jumped?
yeah, I mean it's the future. Well, I wouldn't even say it's the future because I think in Japan and in China this has already been rolled out, right? So they're already have like test homes and things like that where they're actually seeing how this will work out for people. It is a little scary the job part of it, right? Where people may like you can lay off 62 people and get like 6 of these robots and they can do the you know what I mean, do the job of all of these people. That's scary because that's when humans are now going to be displaced because now these robots are coming in doing 10 times the work that a human can do, right? So that part of it, that's a little bit scary, but it is something that we may have to deal with because it's the future, right? It's the present and the future, so we just have to deal with it. But I actually enjoyed this movie. I thought it was interesting actually. And Megan is one of those people that can, like you said, play kind of deadpan, not really showing a lot of emotion. And she did, I think she did a good job actually, and I haven't seen her in a while in anything that I thought was good. So I thought, yeah. So I mean, I would say watch it for sure.
All right, Kim. So one thing you brought up, and that's what I thought this movie did best, was showing you the realistic consequences as technology advances and what happens to certain people in certain jobs. And with the construction. So Nick's construction team being completely replaced, by robots, and then he was only left to be the human foreman, right? And their visceral reaction to this, I was like, we have to face that, you know what I'm saying? Because and because it definitely could get there. Like I think all of us have gone at this point, have gone to stores, post COVID, where it's all self checkout, everything, right? Like there's no more cashiers damn near anymore. Like you are the cashier, but because the machine is doing all the actual stuff, and then you just need one person. You just need one person to make sure not everybody's stealing. But that's not going away. You know what I'm saying? And then, and then what happens when they get the AI right? With the service desk stuff. Hello, I need help. Don't worry, I'll get you from point A to point B, and it's actually useful, right? What happens to those jobs? What happens when Chick-fil-A is completely automated and there's someone who can and gone? And so I thought, unlike Westworld, for example, or Megan, or those kind of things where like robots are involved, it really showed the economic impact and the people impact. And I thought that was kind of different for other stuff. Let's get to this. The movie should have been called Side Ho Robot. I see where you're going with that, and I would submit that was a side part of the story. Really, in this particular story, Accused, as I mentioned in the intro, Accused, season 2, episode 8. That's what Eve. If that's what you want to look for, watch that episode, which is only about an hour and involves a black couple and what happens when a black wife decides that she's too busy to have sex with her husband, so she's gonna get a robot to do it for her. Specifically, I just need this woman to have sex with my husband because I'm busy, and how that does not work out for anybody. But in this one, I thought it was interesting also. I like the idea that the writers were like, we can let Nick be the one who picks Megan Fox. It was the daughter because she can cook and it's so cute. It's like I just did what the baby wanted. I didn't want to pick this fine woman. I mean, so it's like it's not his fault. It's not his fault, right? Like, and then she comes in, and she's like, I want to watch movie. I thought y'all. Did everybody think the mom was dead at this point?
Yeah, well, that's what I was saying in the beginning.
I
That's what
did.
I was saying in the
Sure
beginning.
all, like the biggest,
Yeah.
the biggest surprise was he was like, "Well, we gotta go to the hospital." I'm like, "For what? To see mom? What? She's still alive?" I was like, "Oh shit!" I was like, "Oh, this."
When
Wow.
she was in the bed grabbing her chest, I was like, "Oh, she must have died," because they didn't really give me. The next scene was him going to look for a robot. Am I
by
wrong?
himself with 2 kids, and and they played that sad music they always play in the beginning.
Yeah.
I knew she was dead. I just knew she was dead. So I was like, oh, okay, that's why he got a robot.
Yeah.
But then when she's still alive, and then you find out that she was only in the hospital for a few days, not weeks or months. It was a few days. That's when my mind almost kind of blew out of my own skull. At that
Well,
point.
to your point, Chris, this shows that in any movie, no man should be allowed to take care of their children for more than 24 hours without a woman of some sort. Like, you cannot leave
This is
men with their children.
ridiculous because men are perfectly capable of taking care of children.
That's the thing I
does it every day. It's not
I didn't
hard
understand
at all.
I didn't understand it because, for one, I mean, he had a daughter that was at least like, I don't know, was she like 11 at least, or she looks like something, you know? And then like, yes, I deal with that. But it's like I just put him in the carrier and then I tire him. I flip him upside down, knowing that will tire him out, and then he falls asleep. Like I found it ridiculous. I thought, okay, maybe he doesn't have daycare, but I'm thinking, how could you afford this robot then?
Right.
And you got a bill that says overdue. Well, priorities maybe, like the bill say overdue, and meanwhile, like, you can afford this hot robot, by the way. So that's the thing. That's another thing too. It's like,
daughter picked. He was gonna pick the guy.
The daughter, okay.
But
to your point, yes, the daughter picked the robot until you realize when you saw the other kids being watched by other robots that a lot of robots can still do the same job. She could just cut vegetables. That father was wrong as hell. That father was wrong as hell. It's like choosing a babysitter in the most finest babysitter ever. Like, look, bro, hey, what you doing? What you doing? Okay, like if she was dead, that would have been one thing. Your wife ain't dead, bro. Like, matter of fact, she should have been pissed. That mother should have been so freaking pissed and be like, you had to get her.
As soon as she saw it, she was like, oh, hell no.
Yep, she was.
Yep. And that was
she didn't be like, yo, exchange it for that old dude. Like, someone that looked like Mrs. Doubtfire. Get me Mrs. Doubtfire. Like, nothing.
No.
No.
So my only issue with this is that the wife, to your point, she was very insecure when she saw Alice, but she said, take care of my husband. If I don't make it through this surgery, she was like, the kids will be fine, but just make sure Nick, don't let him drink. So this robot is hearing my primary directive is to ensure this man is safe and happy. That's what my hands are for.
But that's not even her owner for her to even get those wires mixed up for that. Like, hey, it shouldn't even matter. The mother, the one who's like getting a heart transplant or whatever, she isn't your owner. So even though she's saying those words, your primary owner is the dude anyway. So it was kind of like
the dude says the reason we can't be together because I have a wife and children. So then Alice says, oh, okay, I just got to get rid of the wife and children, and then we can be together, right? Because that's what I heard. I was like, oh, she about to kill these kids. I'm like, that's next on the list. Like, somebody's leaving this house. And then, like, I just thought mad murder. Just to be like, and then she did. She was like, you know what? They don't make you happy like I can. Jemani, but what do you think about hand job Alice? What was your thoughts?
From the whole thing, or just her in general?
Yeah, just in general. I love your background though. Don't think I can't see that, but please continue.
Yeah, I thought it was very interesting. Usually with these type of things, it's just like very isolated to that family, but you actually get to see, how these dolls, animatronics, whatever you want to call androids or whatever, affect the whole world and are affecting the human race and stuff like that, and the conspiracy to keep all of the malfunctions, what do you call it, a secret. And I think part 2 of this is basically like the Terminator, wouldn't it be?
So that's a good question. If they continue, the fact that she's back alive, but that even still goes to Nick. Nick said was like, you can't be human because you don't understand certain things. You can't experience death. And that was her memory. She's like, well, now I experienced death. So now I'm real. Like, I'm alive. Like, hey, Nick, now we can be together. So she was like, I thought she was going to multiply herself. That's what I thought. Like she was going to make just like all these Alices were going to show up. And she's like, I have an army now and I'm going to get Nick one way or the other. So I thought that
was the thing that kind of pissed me off, was that he kind of like just left her at the bar or whatever. And like this other robot was like the main killer robot at the end. Like, I was like, no, shouldn't that be Alice at the hospital that gets taken down at the end?
Well, it is Alice. They're all Alice. That's the point. Like, she uploaded her program, so that was Alice too.
Mm-hmm.
That's why she said, "I am there." Like, don't like. So she's So kind of like Lawnmower Man and that kind of stuff.
How does she even have the power to be able to control other robots? Like,
didn't she upload her conscience into the machine?
So that's the answer. Yeah, even he don't think that makes sense. Even he don't.
I guess it's like an Amazon Alexa. It's like, like I have an Echo, you have an Echo. It's all Alexa, so it's like.
But your Echo can't control my Echo though. Your Echo can only control your house and stuff in the network. Your Echo can only control within your network.
Servers and
but I'm saying like if you name yours another name, right? And then a virus gets uploaded into the mainframe of the Alexa app, so to say, then all of them start acting the way that mine has.
What? Hold up. All right, Stacey, you are our cybersecurity expert. How would this happen?
I am not. I'm just saying, if you have a virus or a worm that can inject itself and replicate onto other servers, then the program takes over.
Yeah. So hold on. It's a full crew today. Yes. And happy New Year to you too, Marcus.
Happy New Year.
And for Marvel fans, this is exactly what happened in Avengers 2: Age of Ultron. Like, he became a malware that kind of spread across the internet and across other devices. So he was just moving from box to box. Hello, Ryan.
Hey. Hello.
Happy New Year, mister.
Yeah. He's like, oh, you gonna give you a kiss? You gonna give you a kiss? Anyway, I'm getting off track. So seeing the cute little kid, I was saying this kid needs to go on the ground. Not because like when Nick's son was just constantly crying, I'm not a robot, and I was like, this kid probably needs to go somewhere. So it was interesting that she was like, okay,
what are you talking about?
Oh my God, really, David? Like,
I was not
surprised. Babies cry. That's what they do.
I was not surprised. I was not surprised that Megan was like, okay, this one needs to go first. Because like this, she was like this, shh. And he was like, no, okay. The banister. I was narrating, texting Stacey the entire movie. I was like, this banister is gonna come into play later. And like, I was a little bit disappointed because I thought she was gonna jerry rig it to like kill somebody on purpose. Not that, oh my God.
No, you know what? I read that whole thing wrong. I actually thought she did do that. Because all of a sudden the banister is loose. It wasn't loose the whole movie.
Oh, no. It was. So that's what I'm saying. At the beginning of the movie, it was loose, and she said, "I can fix it for." She said,
okay. She did, but that was downstairs at the when you came through the door at first. The wife was upstairs almost.
It was upstairs, Skip. It was upstairs because she was walking upstairs and she grabbed it. It was upstairs. The part that she held.
Okay.
But anyway, both of our points is we thought it would be a little bit more obvious that Alice was like beep, 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 and to get rid of somebody, right? So I thought that was kind of weird. And then in general, if you buy a machine of any sorts, there's upgrades, right? There's pluses, there's different packages. shouldn't we agree that spontaneous hand jobs should be like the plus package? Like that shouldn't be the standard model.
No, wait.
David,
How
to
do
your
you
point, I thought when they did the
reset
UV thing,
the doll, right?
What's up, Jamani
How do
first?
you
What's up,
reset the doll to erase the memory of Casablanca, right? So she can watch it fresh. But yet, when she starts trying to sexually harass and molest you, she I'm just gonna let this go out. I'm just gonna let it ride out.
He didn't reset her. So what's up? What's up, Chris?
no, I was saying the moment in the beginning of the movie when literally when the little girl was like brushing her teeth and said, "You brush your teeth," and she did the UV thing. She's like, said, "Oh yeah, do that to clean out the bacteria." I was like, "Oh, I know where this is going. I know where this is going." Well, the stuff I just knew, and I was surprised. I was like, "That's so easy for them to," and they didn't take that route. I was like, "Oh, interesting."
See, I
But I was
said
like, interesting. They didn't go that route. I was like,
they
she has
should.
to use UV to clean her mouth because for whatever.
Well, she
You
said,
know.
well, so
Yeah.
she said, I took it as the whole body because that's why I text Stacy and I was like, so she can just, so you'll never get an STD from this model because she cleans everything in her body herself, right? So,
But why does she have a VAGINA? Like, why is that even a thing for
you
the,
think he's gonna put those letters together? Are you
why
really
these
doing
robots?
this
Why
shit
these
on
robots
camera?
even have that? These robots supposed to clean and stuff. Why would they give them that? Why
That's
would
what
they
I'm
even give them
saying,
that?
Chris. That's what I'm saying.
He
Like, this
clearly
should be
purchased that model.
what's up, Stacy?
He clearly purchased that model. Maybe that's standard, like a silicone sheath thing in there.
What?
I don't know, but
They're
I was
like
dated. Like,
selling
was
this
it
at
self
Macy's,
cleaning and
not
self
like a sex store.
Wait, Jamani. What's up, Stacy?
Because I wonder, like, is it self cleaning and self lubricating? Because she just went on up in there like no
Yeah.
additional KY or anything. It's just,
It was
and
okay.
it's one in the back and one in the
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like you got it is Orion is a very cute kid. All right, Jamani, what you got for sex toys? I heard you. Good.
I was like, why is that being sold at like the department store and not like some sort of specialty sex shop or something like that? Like that model and the Mr. Belvedere model just don't seem like you'd sell that to, at the same place.
Well, again, you are assuming that Mr. Belvedere also doesn't have a butthole and a workable penis. Like he probably has both of those too. You know what I'm saying? It's just what package how you use your. You remember when they had those Harry Potter toy wands that vibrated?
Yeah.
And they became sex toys because it worked.
what?
Not that Kim knows directly. I'm just saying, but that was a thing. Like so you'd be amazed what people will have sex with. I'm just saying, so that's not the purpose of the thing. But but again, it shouldn't have a vagina. Like this is again, unless you are making this thing for certain actions. You know what I'm saying? So it just seems kind of weird that she was prepared. And again, she initiated the hand. I'm like, what? And then she's like, let me rock. I was like, what?
Dave, should this been the thing that the father in Gremlins should have bought for his son?
Yes.
This should have. Yes. This was the gift that the father in the beginning of Gremlins should have bought, especially him being a inventor. This should have been in that Chinese shop.
Or made it. Hey, son, you're alone in your attic apartment by yourself. You know what you need? The sex buddy. I was like, oh, like thank you, Dad. This is gonna sell for millions. Anyway,
Well, you had the dog, so.
Oh, that's a different level.
I'm like, was his explanation? Could he have elaborated on what happened to make it better, or would that have made it worse? Hey, she blindfolded me. She did your voice, so it wasn't really like I was cheating, so to say.
No.
I was thinking about you.
He cheated. Nope. Sorry. Nope.
Kim says what? You stuck your penis into something, therefore cheating?
But like his argument was like, but you have your vibrators and stuff, so what's the difference?
So Megan Fox is a vibrator?
Yes. Yes.
Really?
She is not human. She's a machine. She's a much bigger sex toy, but she is a machine nonetheless. And that was his point. So that's what I'm saying. That's the argument he used. You said no. But no, seriously.
Can you think that's cheating?
So
You
in the
think that's
situation, what you say this is cheating because it looks like
Well,
a
I
person.
think there should have been a conversation. Like before he even got this nanny, why didn't he go to the hospital, have a conversation with his wife and say, look, honey, I'm having issues. I'm trying to get up in the morning, get the kids together, and it's a lot for me. I need some help, right? Can we get this robotic nanny, that they have on the market? And then if she would have said yay, nay, or whatever, and he goes, I feel like there should have been also a conversation that was shown with the manufacturer, like, well, this is what it can do, and this is what you can not do. Like you can turn this off and turn this on. Do you see what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So that the sex part wouldn't even happen.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You can just say like safety, like parental, like guardians. Like there's certain things
guidelines. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you cannot upgrade to the sex package without
a belly button.
Wife has.
What?
Well, I want to say perspective. So as a woman, Stacey, if your partner was like, "Hey, it's just a big vibrator," thoughts?
I mean, that's kind of what it is. But then my retort would be, okay, so when am I getting mine? And that's the end of the conversation.
Also true.
Yeah. Also, I like that, Stacey. True. Also, yeah.
Chris, you had a comment.
No, well, yeah, I feel like this was like kind of like an episode of Black Mirror. We had that Black Mirror, like, is it cheating when she does the VR thing or whatever, the little video game thing? But
yes,
but no, I made a little comment that I just found it weird that if it's just an Android that's supposed to like help with your regular household needs as far as like cleaning and whatnot, why give her like the ability to wear lingerie and panties and even give her a freaking belly button at that? Like, shouldn't like the outfit should even be stuck on them? I mean, hell, even like Barbie's, when Barbie's undressed, it's like nothing. It's like, you know what I mean? It's like, but this one is like.
It's to your point. If I remember correctly, the surgeons didn't have mouths. If I remember correctly, the android.
Yeah, it was Ryan Reynolds and Wolverine Origins. That's
right. Like they were like, it's unnecessary for you to have mouths. So why does she have why is she atomically correct? To the question of gender.
And if that's the case, then why do the construction workers need faces?
What's up, Jamani?
I said you have the construction workers; they had faces. Why did they even need faces?
Well, I mean, just that one that didn't have a face. Remember the one that was doing the surgery and there was nothing, no mouth, no nothing. Why can't she be like that?
Because she's taking care of children, and you want
her. I understand that part.
As possible, so she's gonna like have boobs, and like she said, she had a heartbeat because it's soothing to the baby and all that stuff. So, yeah, she didn't need a portal though.
That's what I'm saying. The probably two of them. So I thought too. This is so. If you look at Westworld, if you look at Accused, which is also at least Jamani and I watched it, and it is a more relevant story. It's always the man. It's always the man who ends up fucking the toy, right? And so I thought that was a little cliche, and that what it should have been was that wife who is not dead needs an assistant when she comes home after her heart surgery. You know what I'm saying? And it's a woman, right? Because daddy's too busy out there, earning money to pay for all this shit, and he can't be there to help his wife with stuff. And then she falls in love with said robot. And then the robot's like, hey, you don't need we can flip it around a little bit. It could have been like, hey, I'll protect you from your husband. Now the husband's the problem. So like, it's not always the man, or the robot does both of them. And it's like, oh my God. So it's like, now it's like a threesome thing, or like a love triangle. And the robot has.
No, it has an attachment. Like you just.
Well, no.
I'm just saying, you have both equipment, so you can use both.
They say hermaphrodite robot.
Maggie enjoys the woman. Is what I'm saying. She's like, she never been with the woman. I'm saying Megan seduces her, so she's like, oh,
it has an attachment wand that it shoves on there.
Isn't that called pegging? That's called pegging. What are you talking about?
No, or that's.
That doesn't mean that certain people don't like pegging.
I'm just saying.
True.
I just want the woman to also be the problem. It's always the man. But also, if you know this actor Nick, he's from the 365 movies, which is just softcore porn / music videos. So I knew he was gonna get the draws. I knew that was gonna happen.
365. What's 365?
Yeah, look it up when Orion's not around. Like it's 3 movies. Oh look, he said I want to watch it. That's not true. That's not cool, Ryan. Stop that. He rolls his hand. Stop it. Anyway, he plays an Italian gangster in these movies, and he like kidnaps a woman. It's like 50 Shades of Grey. If he was not trying to fuck her all the time, it's wild. I can't believe Netflix put it on Netflix. It's wild. So check it out. Cause I knew he was gonna get the draws. And it just got weird. Also, so Stacey and I were talking about this one. So he got the doll because mommy's at the hospital and he needed assistance to take care of the kids. But what happens at the end of the movie when they're both at the hospital? Who's taking care of the kids? Like, who's doing that?
The other android.
The one that looks like Mr. Belvedere?
Yeah. Oh, but to your point, they did have a male android mess around with a woman in a show, and it happened to be Black Mirror. It was a Black Mirror episode. That one was a little bit more somber, though. That was like her husband died.
Yeah.
And she created an android that looked just like him. And kept it doing the thing, and then eventually she wound up like sleeping with this android. You know what I mean?
I remember. That's because women need an emotional attachment. It can't just be, girl, you look good. Let me close my eyes and think about when Megan put that with that bandana on his eyes. I was like, this is 365. I like it's written in his contract. He's like, I got to do some wild kinky shit. And then, but I guess man, I do agree with the thing. Like if it's just a toy. Oh, also, okay. So then mom's heart is so fragile after surgery that she can't even put her child in the bathtub. But then Alice almost rips open her chest to get the heart, and she's still kicking.
Yep. When she slammed her against the wall, I was like, when she hit the ground, she should have been out.
Yes.
Just out. There's no way. Do you know it takes almost like 2.5 years for your body to even heal from a heart surgery? Yep. Like, I was like,
a mother's love is the biggest magic ever.
No, I was like, how is she home from the hospital like next day after having the heart surgery?
Well, that's what we were saying. She was only in the hospital for a couple of days. Like, what's up with that? Like, it wasn't even a week.
The guy, he only spent like maybe 2 days afterwards. Like, they don't keep you long.
You also have to remember too, the reason why doctors are nowadays sending people home from surgery early is because a lot of people are getting staph infections from staying in the hospital too long. So if they can get you in and out, you have a better chance of not getting an infection.
Interesting. So okay. So from this movie, I do want to get to Accused. I know Jemima and I watched this a little bit different. From this movie, right? What do you think about the fact of like robots could be responsible for surgeries? The entire hospital staff were androids.
Robotic surgery.
Yeah.
Surgery
exactly.
But they have humans there supervising. But yeah, they do robot surgery all the time.
It's actually the doctor in there, and he's doing it. I've had 2 of those. Yeah.
So in this one, so they're saying in the future it would all be automated, and I was like, that's interesting.
But they already
know how high malpractice is. Like now, you have nobody to sue.
You can sue the operator of said robot.
I was gonna say you got that with
if they're autonomous robots, you just push the button and.
But Stacey, you see that you saw that woman that died with that self automated vehicle or whatever. I'm talking about real life. Now they're suing the makers of that. So
yeah.
There's always gonna be so
now, but eventually they're gonna pass legislation that they can't be held liable.
They're autonomous. They're autonomous. So you can't. They made it. So it was again.
You're signing a waiver like I cannot sue.
Yeah. So Jemima and I were talking about. She was like, "Well, how far do you take the thing?" And like, so the fact that the guy, his Knicks fired team member, who ended up, I guess, abusing his toy, and then
which was crazy because he got on Nick about even having one.
But that's the thing. That's like they have like sex robots, and they say statistically a lot of them are like beat up and stuff. They beat up their robots. They take out all their frustrations and all that stuff in the robot.
And again, we want to stipulate again. These were not necessarily sex I feel bad saying this when Ryan's staring at me, but they weren't sex robots. Okay, they were home assistants that you can actually have sex with. That poor because she was like, I'm trying to defend my primary user, and Megan was like, fuck you, Pop, and him, and I was like, yo, how did you get away with this? This is clearly murder.
The one that was abused, though, I took it as the one being abused wasn't like that. He was like just always abusing it as like a domestic thing. I took it as he was pissed off that because the automated ones was already took his job, that he just took it out on him. Not like one of those like those every week you're getting this. You know what I mean? You see what I'm saying?
But maybe he didn't upgrade to the self-healing one, so whenever it would get injured, because girl, she was fine. Like,
yeah, that's true. So he wasn't the foreman. He couldn't afford the good model, bro. He probably didn't even have sex with it. It probably didn't have the upgrades. Happy New Year, Jazzy, and Happy New Year's, guys. Happy New Year to you too. Thanks for hanging out. So again, this was a standard movie. I mean, it was fine. It should have been a Black Mirror episode for the depth that it provided. It did not need to be a movie. This easily could have been a Black Mirror episode and accomplished the same goal. So real quick, before we get out of here, so accused is on Hulu season 2 episode 8. Jamani, what is the episode about and why did you send it to me?
It's about Luke Cage. Has a business mogul wife who's too busy to have sex with him, so she buys him a sex doll to tide him over.
And how does that work out?
He's immediately offended once he gets it, but yet he still, he still goes for it, and after a while, he starts having conversations with it, and the wife gets jealous, and he says, "You know what? I'm leaving you for her," and then she immediately kills him.
So why is it men always say that the women get attached after sex, but then they do the same thing? It's weird.
Are you basing this off a TV show now? Come on now. Are you serious?
Well, so in this, Kim, I saw you nodding your head. You agree?
No, I do. Men get attached just like women do, but they always make it seem like women become all clingy after sex. It's not men. So there's men feel like once they conquer you, even if you are just having sex, they're like they don't want you to have sex with anyone else. Even though there's an agreement between adults. Look, we just sleeping together. You can see whoever you want. I can see whoever I want. As soon as they see you with somebody, they got an attitude.
Yeah,
that's because of pride. It has nothing to do with what you.
Yeah. Well, see, in this episode, particularly, the issue wasn't necessarily that like he had his nose wide open after the sex. It was his wife just really didn't give a shit about him, and he just needed somebody to pay attention to him. He wanted to play the piano, which he hadn't done in a decade or something, and the robot wanted to sit and listen to him play the piano. He just needed companionship.
So Jamon, it's true. It's an interesting show because again, unlike Subservience, where like the wife was like, "Oh my God, what is this about?" The wife was like, again, because she's trying to appease him. Here's something that will take care of your sex needs. It became an issue for the wife when this robot got a name. When this robot became a person, when she was being treated like a person, is when the wife got jealous and offended. And she was actually turned on which I thought was kind of interesting, when they did have sex, at least the first time, and all of a sudden she wanted to get the dick. But then when she saw him out there with Eve, the robot, again, with the piano lessons and working in the garden, she's like, this is now a relationship. And then she's like, that's not okay. I'm your wife. I'm the one you're supposed to be talking to. And
because then he became emotionally invested in robots.
But the thing is she says, I don't have enough time or whatever. I can't remember her verbiage. She says,
I'm calling CPS.
Handle all of the sex that he wants to do. So
my son does the same thing to his son.
Right. So he gets the doll, and then he says, "Man, I'm so tired from the doll that I'm going to sleep right now." Right. And she's like, the doll tired you out. And then He's like, you're having sex with the doll again the next morning. You just had sex with the doll last night. How many times are you gonna have sex with the doll?
It does
got him the doll to have sex with.
So, and then the reason again, if you take time to watch this episode, again, it does much better than this movie. But I thought the most important part and is the part that when he said she listens. When I play the piano, she listens. When I talk about the garden, she listens. And she says that's because she's not a person and she doesn't have any of her own needs. She's just here for you. And it's like, that's what, like, he had something that only was needed, that only was focused on him. So there was no need of negotiation or talking because she had nothing else. She was nothing else. And but then he was like, so also he wanted children and his wife didn't. So to keep him, she decided to do artificial insemination. They froze some embryos. So she put it in there thinking, hey baby, I gave you some kids, so stop fucking this toy. And at that point, he's like, I'm out. I'm divorcing you. Like, he can marry this robot. And then she killed him. Because, yeah. I'm like, how else you think that conversation was going to go?
But
so
why were they together if there was nothing? Like, y'all don't want the same things out of life. And so why were they together?
Exactly. Like, they have clearly grown apart because she doesn't even care about his needs. She's like, you know what? You want to have sex with something.
Job is clearly more important. So
exactly, he's not important to her at all.
So again, to the extent that she was like, I hear you, but I still have a career to progress. So she was like, hey, let me do something to satisfy this part. If it was just a vibrator, if he only boned it and moved on, she would have been okay. But once feelings got involved, that's when it became again. So it's like emotional cheating, not physical cheating, that she was more upset with. It's interesting. It was an interesting story. But again, as we all say, let that be the other way around. You're not going to see a story where a man said, "I'm too busy to have sex with my wife. Let me go buy something or buy someone."
That's what the gardener is for. Like, I mean,
but he ain't gonna be like, "Yo, I bought robot Tyrone who looks just like Luke Cage to have sex with you when I'm not around." That will not happen.
Well, that is the thing. They hire people to come do stuff.
That's cool.
I was like, again, so it's funny, but again, he was working in the garden and she was right there with him. It's an interesting episode, y'all. Anyway, season 2, episode 8. If you like this kind of story, what happens when AI gets involved? How real are they? It's a very good. And again, as being a black couple, I wanted to see the kind of woman that she brought home to her black husband. Like, are they the same shade? Does she have different hair? Like, I was like, because then I was like, she was a little bit lighter. So I was like, like I was gonna be like, I was like, she definitely didn't bring home a white woman. I was like, that wasn't gonna happen.
Detachable wigs, like just.
Also, I know, right? That would have been something. Anyway, I would love to see like they would have played with this a little bit, like this, because this is the woman. She was from The Walking Dead. I cannot pronounce her name. The actress from The Walking Dead and Star Trek Discovery. She's a great actress. Anyone can pronounce her name. I did get your email. I don't watch All Black, Marcus, but I will check it out. But I can't do All Black anymore.
I just realized that is from The Walking Dead.
What's up?
Until you just said that, I didn't even realize that was the chick from The Walking Dead.
Yeah. And when she got Discovery, she got killed off of The Walking Dead. But anyway, let's wrap this shit up. Would you want to see a part 2 of Subservience, Jamani?
Yeah, I'm like, what do you call it? Beyonce, put Beyonce in that role, with especially what she's going through right now. Her husband may not be going away.
Beyonce would be the robot. I was like, that would be appropriate, but anyway.
You so. I was thinking Megan Thee Stallion, but I don't know if she's ever acted. We just need another Megan. All right.
She was in the Hulk, remember? I mean, the She-Hulk.
That's right. So she could play that role.
No, what about Cardi B? Cardi B has all the surgery and stuff. that would just
Not
No,
that voice.
long fingernails. And,
Not that
no,
voice.
no.
You said no.
No, that voice. I can't deal with that voice. Nope.
That's a
No.
lot. That's
Really
a lot.
sound like
Out.
Riley from the Boondocks. No, I'm good. I'm good. Good.
no.
I was like, so,
I'm like, could you imagine you get one of those dolls and it sounds like Rosie Perez?
Oh
there
God.
was a time.
But you know what?
Or Fran Dresser. What about Fran Dresser?
In her defense, Rosie Perez no longer talks like that.
Oh, really?
If you see her in anything, yeah, she's in this show on Apple Plus right now. And she with Billy Crystal. I can't remember the name of the show.
Right.
But anyway, she does not talk with the heavy accent anymore. She hasn't done that in probably about 15 years. Her voice has evolved because she's been in a lot of movies. She was in a TV series also about a flight attendant or something like that with Kaylee Cuoco, whatever her name is. But anyway, she doesn't talk like that anymore.
I got you. Is it oh shit. I was thinking about voices. Why did I say? Yeah, fuck it. It doesn't matter. I forgot. All right, Giovanni. Anything else before we move on to the hustlers?
No, like, comment, subscribe, and husband feelings and whatever matter. Robots should not be taking advantage of house husbands like that.
Oh, that's how you took it. That's how you.
Yeah, he was. That wasn't his fault. He was accosted. He was groped. He was he was the victim.
All right. I don't know, bro.
Did he sign a waiver of his rights to sue the company?
Something. What she kept on stroking, bro, and he was like, you know what? I'm gonna let this ride. You know what I'm saying? So I don't. That'd be subject for
okay. You see at the end, this is a killer robot. He thought it best to give in.
You know what? Okay, she did prove that she was stronger. Like he could have killed. He didn't have a choice but to let her finish, right? That's what you're saying.
That was very intimidating. Yep.
Yeah.
I would have had to submit myself.
Baby, cover the ears.
I was like, Dad, Orion, I don't know what you're gonna do, Daddy.
No, I would watch part 2 as well. I don't know. Maybe they could throw like Olivia Wilde being like the alternative robot and whatever, and then they're forced, to share information, and then maybe have Jessica Alba waiting in the wings or whatever. And then
you got the whole dream team, Chris. All right, I see you. All right.
Yes, but it was a typical Netflix movie. You know what I mean? Action sci-fi thing that Netflix be doing. So I would say it's worth a watch. It's don't expect anything like great. If anything, you want to watch something great on Netflix, Squid Game. There you go. Watch Squid Game. So but
hey Chris, do you remember the name of that Jennifer Lopez movie with Shang-Chi in it? Was she also when she had to go fight the robots because he was also an android?
What? She fought robots? Jennifer Lopez?
Yeah, man, she had to jump in the robot suit and like flew off to another planet.
Oh yeah. I didn't finish that one.
Oh, that's right. We reviewed that one. Damn, that's how much I forgot about that one.
I'm saying that was also cyborg related and AI related. I'm just saying she did not have sex with
and then she became friends with that AI that shit.
AI program.
Oh my god, I forgot about that. Damn.
Yeah, never mind. It's okay. Yeah. But that's that. Watch this one though. If you have to choose between those two, I say watch this one because I didn't finish that bullshit either.
Yeah. But anyway, guys. So until then, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see y'all later. Happy 2025.
Thank you, Chris. Bye, Ryan. No more flips. Okay. All right, Stacy. What you got? Would you watch a part 2?
Part 2. Michelle is the robot, and he's serving the wife and her husband. Matter of fact, Nacho from 365 should be the husband, and then Nacho ends up kissing Michelle, and then the wife joins in, and it's a whole throuple. Yes, part 2. I'm here for it.
There you go, Stacey. I appreciate that. You gotta get some 3-way action. Anyway, boop. All right, Kim, can you say goodbye for us?
Yes, I can. Thank you, chat. Thank you for joining the conversation. We truly appreciate it. Please like the video. Hit the notification bell so you know when the next video is coming out. We need you to all share the video. Like the video. Please watch the video all the way to the end because that also helps us out. Well, we need you to share the video with anyone and everyone. We're trying to reach 2,500 subscribers by June 2025. And with your help, we will be able to reach that goal. The notification bell helps us also reach that goal. So thank you guys very much. We'll be back in about 5 minutes with another video, Tears of a Hustler. That was on Tubi. It's a pretty good series, and it's coming back with season 2 very soon. So yeah, please join us on the next video. Thank you. Bye.
Thanks, Kim. I know it's gonna be a season 2. This movie was the New Age Weird Science with Kelly LeBrock. I say Megan Fox. Megan Fox in her current cosmetic state could play in a Weird Science reboot. I would agree with that. Yeah, we're gonna be doing the the 7th. All right, so we gotta get ready, Stacy. Don't worry, we will be doing the Oval again with that foolishness. It should have a new writer like all the other shows. Megan Thee Stallion was in P-Valley. She has acted, to DeMarcus's point. She also did Saturday Night Live sketches. Y'all just want to see Megan Thee Stallion act again. But anyway, guys. Again, Marcus, I'll check out the email and see the show. Hopefully there's a trailer sometime soon. But thank you guys very much for hanging out with us. Again, we're gonna move on to a new series. I actually like the series coming up. Stacy did not, so we'll see how this review goes. Until then, I will say thank you guys very much for hanging out with us. I see people watching us in the chat.
I enjoyed the view very much. I don't know what the fuck I was watching.
Rewatch this. Rewatch this when we're done. Rewatch this. You'll see what we're talking about. You're gonna be like, oh shit,
Hilarious, absolutely hilarious.
You want to go there?
Oh shit. Stacey, do your thing.
Fuck that shit.
But anyway, please like and share and comment on the video and all that kinds of stuff. As they say, we're just gonna end this broadcast and say bye.